Station, Texas. Little gets the blood boiling, right like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this meal. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room. It's Fuller. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to your servers.
Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Fuller. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sellers. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clark. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On the draw, it's Clark. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Hits inside, it's Fuller. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Looking for space, it's Fuller.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Rides to the back. This time there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Delay to the back. It's Osborne. There he goes. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced. after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Hart. Got his man. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Third and 6 yards to go. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Now from inside the red zone. Reels it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll go to the air again. Tight end finds a soft spot. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Drops back. It's Hart. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Changing the routes with his receivers. 2nd down to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Sellers through the noise. lucky to get it off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Sets his feet. It's Hart. Setting up the screen. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's changing the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just smothered on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Sets his feet. It's Hart. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The snap sets up to throw. Out wide left, it's Anderson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The option, the keeper. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Out wide right, it's Sellers. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Grabs it in the middle. just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air. It's Hart. Look out! Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne. They'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as the clock runs before the half. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 21 team, the UNLV Rebels.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Tight end now in motion. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Right side, it's Osborne.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. What a terrible, terrible shank. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Keeps it moving. It's Fuller. Got the first down. Running through contact. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Driving forward, it's Fuller. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Left side is Sellers. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and all.
Touchdown Gamecocks! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They give it back to him. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. On the move. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for room, it's Fuller. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
And the Gamecocks looking to convert on 4th down. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Out wide right, it's Skinner. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Misses badly on that one.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Runs from the tackle. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And it's gone! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That turnover on the last possession was a killer. Now it's a 2-score game, and they've got to get things going right now. Back to throw, it's Hart. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Long way to go on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Second down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Osborne. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Texas A&M going up tempo. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They're all over him. On the move, he fires. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Fires to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now. Side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Keeps it himself. Quick toss. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Gets it to the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
How in the world did he miss that? Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of this drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.